Good evening, good evening, good evening. Come into the J Spot, replacing your G Spot every Thursday from 6 to 7, giving you real relationship talk, real relationship drama with the best night of your life. Your host Jay and Simply E, hold on, get ready to enter the J Spot on IntellectualRadio.com.
Good evening, good evening, good evening, and welcome to the best night of your life. Woo! You have entered the J Spot on IntellectualRadio.com and iHeartStation. I'm your host, Jay, and this bubbling beauty, ray of sunshine, Simply E, my co-host, partner in crime. Hey, girl.
Hey, boo thing.
How are you?
Wonderful.
How are you all feeling today?
We're feeling really good. Usually I'm
You feeling mellow?
Yeah, I'm pretty good today.
Okay, well, you guys, I want to thank you again for joining us for another episode of the J Spot on IntellectualRadio.com and our Heart Station. Please go to our Facebook fan page and like our page at the J Spot. Also follow us on Twitter at J Spot and also follow us on Instagram at the J Spot Radio. And Jay is spelled Jaye for all three. I just want to take the time to wish you all a Merry Christmas and Happy New Year's for everybody that celebrates those holidays, because some people don't even want to acknowledge the fact that in a few days, 2016 will be over. Out of here. So whether you want to face that fact or not, it's out of here. We have a few more days and it's out of here. So Happy New Year to you all. I also want to just take the time today. There's a young lady that works with me. You know, often we always hear all this bad news about everything that's happening with the young people. Shooting this, fight that, this, and this. Well, I want to take the time to just recognize this young lady. Her name is Alicia Hood. Alicia is 20 years old. She's a 20-year-old college student, and she took her own money, her and a group of friends and family, and they went and they bought toys for a school on the west side and made these kids Christmas. These kids were crying because this is the only toy, this is the only gift that they were going to get.
Yeah.
They were able to bless about 10 classrooms in this school with gifts. So when we're sharing things and promoting all this stuff, why don't we take the time and just share something like this? There was no press in sight. You know why? Because they were down the street at the crime scene. So they're making it seem like there's nothing good going on in the city, in the hood. Again, I just want to take the time to give a big ups to Alicia Hood and some of the other people that helped her. Trenton Ross, Chris Logan, Kim Turner, and a host of others. Again, Alicia, thank you so much for making these kids' day. I'm going to post the pictures as well as the videos on our fan page on the J Spot Facebook, Jaye, and also on Twitter, J Spot, and also on Instagram. Post a few pictures up there. The J Spot Radio, and Jay is spelled Jaye for all three. You all try to take a look at these pictures and like them and share them. Let's get some of this positive energy out here flowing so that these kids can see that, man, this is our peer. She's 20 years old and she's doing something amazing. She spearheaded a whole operation on her own. No donations, no anything, whereas a lot of kids in her age group are being portrayed in a negative way. So I just wanted to take the time to say, I see you, I recognize you, congratulations, please keep up the good work. Also, today, I had some amazing, my voice dropped, you all, because I get really sentimental when I talk about food. E, you know that. Anita Christmas, my future auntie-in-law. I think she's my future auntie-in-law. She made the best peach cobbler I've tasted. You haven't made it yet,
but you didn't bring me any.
Well,
and you know it's 3 of me.
I know. And I'm really sorry because I have definitely traded on you. I betrayed you, and I definitely want to apologize for that.
No.
You know, I could have brought you some of the cookies that they and the brownies and things like that.
No.
Everybody knows I hate chocolate. Anything that's associated with
I'll
chocolate.
make you a chocolate cake next week.
Oh no, no.
Big
This peach cobbler was so good. So I just want to thank you so much because there really is a big girl living inside me, and I really, I really let her out today. So I'll be detoxing on Monday. So don't judge me. But you all, I just again want to thank you all for joining us again for another episode. Last week was very, very funny and interesting. We talked about should a woman propose to a man? Let's do a brief recap on that. E, what are your thoughts on that? Do you think a woman should propose to a man?
If she wants to, like I said, I've done it, and we didn't get married in the time that we had planned it. He flipped around and wound up proposing to me the year later. But so it's up to you. A lot of guys were saying no, but then a lot of guys were saying, if that's what she want money, she asked him for money. So if you want him to marry you, why don't you ask him? So it's 50-50 on me.
Well, I believe, and my thought and my response was, if I ask a man to marry me, I'm going to get him pregnant and he's going to have my baby. And I thought about it.
You got to grow a winky.
No, he's gonna have my baby. There's just no ifs, ands, and buts about it. I'm going to lead the relationship. He's going to take my last name. If I have to go through all this and you're a man, then that's, in my mind, that's giving the woman the control over the relationship. Maybe I missed it somewhere along the line, but if I have to go through all of that, then, in my mind, I run it.
That's a shame.
Why?
It's a shame. No, but you know what? To each his own. So if that's how you feel, then you already know that you're not going to propose to any man. It's just not going to happen.
Because I just believe that you shouldn't waste your time giving a man an ultimatum, because I believe that if a man wants you, he's going to get you.
Yeah.
You don't have to chase him. You don't have to do any of that if you're the woman for him. Mm-hmm. I believe that if these relationships, 5 years, 7 years, 12 years,
I can't do that.
And we're together and marriage has not come up,
we're roommates.
Exactly.
It's not. I can't do that. I'd be lying to myself. I would straight be lying to myself, because I know me. I would be with someone else.
I understand that. I'm just like, I think realistically, and you tell me what you think. If after 2 years, and 2 years to me is a stretch, but if after 2 years we're not almost down the aisle, I don't know what else. I'm gonna have to vacate this situation.
Because that's real. You don't want to be, if both of you already know that you want to get married, what's the point of still waiting and still holding it out for that perfect moment or whatever the crap is, all that. He might drop dead the next day. You might as well just go ahead and get it over with. Make sure you have your insurance policy on.
Because if he dropped dead and you still single, you don't get anything.
Throw him in the ditch.
At all. At all. And I think that it's really unfortunate when women sit there and they go through all these motions opposed to just accepting the fact, you know what, this is my guideline, this is my time frame. Know what your time frame is. Know when you are ready to get married, and you have that conversation with that man. And if the conversation is not going favorable, then I don't feel like you need to give him an ultimatum. You need to make your own move, and you need to do what you have to do, because I think when you give ultimatums, when all that comes in force, you shouldn't have to force someone to be with you.
No, because when you force them, they go ahead and deal with you, they're going to be so miserable. They're going to make you miserable. They're going to make you so miserable, and you don't want to be miserable.
You don't. It's just like life is too short. So ladies, if you're in a situation, just think about it. Like, is this what I really want to do? Do I really want to keep giving this man all these years and we're still not getting married? Or for the fellas, you want to get married and she doesn't. find out, like, okay, what's going on? And again, have that conversation. And if it's not working out the way you wanted to, if the conversation is not going where you want it to go, then it's time for you to make some decisions. But at no time do I think, and that's just my opinion, that a person should be giving ultimatums in regards to, well, if you don't marry me by February, Valentine's Day under the dirt, I'm going to leave you. No. When he come home from work, just be gone.
I know that's right.
That's it. Like,
where you at? Why you worried?
Start my new life. Will it hurt? Absolutely. But at least you know that you'll get what you deserve. And of course, this will probably be the part where everybody throws me, oh, that's why she got me single
for the rest of your life.
I would rather be single and happy than sitting up here holding, hoping every day, is this going to be the day he marry me? Okay, well, maybe he'll propose on my birthday. Maybe he'll propose on Christmas. Maybe. No.
You watch too many movies.
Yeah, soap operas and all this. Like maybe he'll jump out of a parachute or put it up on a Bulls game, teleprompter or something. No.
Watching too much
if
television.
he did it in all this time, he's not going to do it. It's not about the money, all this other stuff, all these other excuses, because if you can find the money to get a car and all this other material things that you want, you can find the time to get a ring. And to me, it's not even about the ring. I mean, because the ring, the ceremony, all this stuff, it doesn't make the marriage. Check out the relationship. Yeah. If you don't have a good relationship, marriage ain't gonna fix it.
No, it's not.
Marriage ain't gonna fix it. So don't
even make it more difficult to break up.
Yeah, more expensive too.
More expensive, more difficult. Listen, y'all ain't gonna make it too long. Just don't get the license.
Right.
Get the certificate. Put it away for a rainy day. And when he say, I'm not giving you the divorce, say that's okay, because we ain't married no how. And then you get to go. Just walk on. But say it after you move all your stuff out the house. Don't say it when you're in the house. He might kill you. She might kill you. So just move away and just say that. And smile when you say it. Like, that's okay. I'm good.
But it's real, though. And it's true, because it's like, let's not waste each other's time, especially with it being the end of the year. 2016, we're heading to 2017. Make some realistic personal goals as well as relationship goals. If you are not where you want to be, now is the time to change that. Not only because we're going into a new year, but it's because you deserve much better. You deserve to be happy. Yeah. And if you're not happy and you're not fulfilled and getting what you feel you deserve out of that relationship, it's time for you to make some decisions. So with that being said, tonight, we are going to be talking about being single during the holidays.
I don't know what that is.
Now, for some people, that's a difficult position to be in, but I'm going to help y'all out. So if you all want to call in and chime in on our conversation tonight, call in 708-223-8953. Again, the number is 708-223-8953, or you can chime in on Facebook Live with E. We're on Facebook, the Jaye Spot, also on Twitter at Jaye Spot, and on Instagram at the Jaye Spot Radio. Jay is spelled Jaye for all three. We're going to take a short musical break, and when we return, we're talking about being single during the holidays. Are you single or are you lonely?
I got you. No poverty and pain. Baby, you know I got you. Ain't no shame. From the blocks of Broadway to Wall Street and Pissy hallways, I got you. I got you. And I'll be I never put you on the line. My dream.
Just got hold of me. I'm a slave, don't set me free. I'm a runaway running down Love Street.
Welcome back to the Jaye Spot on IntellectualRadio.com and iHeartStation. I'm your host, Jay, and this bubbling beauty, ray of sunshine, my co-host, my partner in crime, Simply E. Hey, E.
Hey, boo thing.
How's it going?
Wonderful.
Good. You all, I am feeling really, really festive tonight. We have not one, but two handsome men joining us tonight. We love the men.
Love them.
So we are going to play nice and be submissive. Well, I'm not going to say that because my tongue just got tired about even lying and say that. So I'm not. We're going to. We're just going to. That's it. I'm not going to put an action word there. But I want to start off with introducing Glenn Murray. How are you, Glenn?
I'm good. Thank you for having me here.
Good. Thank you for joining us. Glenn, tell everybody about you and what it is that you do.
Okay. I am the owner of 220 Communications, which we do a lot of different things, but I'll shorten it for the sake of time. We have a publishing company, 220 Publishing. That's one of our divisions. We've done about 50 books now over the last 7 years.
Oh.
I think you guys may have had some of our guests on as well. Also, we have what we call an experiences division. So we do a really fun event called Wine Crawl Chicago. That's a private wine tour around the different restaurants and wine bars, and then we do some private pop-ups as well. So we've done that for the last 3 years now. We're going into our 4th year. We're doing a what we call a guilty pleasures crawl, which we'll talk about a little bit for Valentine's Day, kind of our anti-Valentine's event.
Oh, that's right.
That sounds good.
Yeah, so
what is it called again?
Guilty pleasures crawl. So like wine, chocolate, cigars, and blindfolds.
Oh,
so yeah.
Well, you got me with the blindfold. Okay. Well, Glenn, tell everybody how they can get in contact with you.
Sure. On Twitter, you can reach me at Glenn220, GLENN 220. You can email me at glenn@220communications.com as well.
Okay. And next to Glenn, we have DeMarco Monroe. How are you, DeMarco?
How you doing? Thanks for having me.
You are.
The laughs. Yeah.
DeMarco, tell everyone about what it is that you do and how they can get in contact with you.
Well, I'm DeMarco Monroe. But one of the reasons I'm here because I'm a comedian. I do comedy all around the country. I like to think of myself as the rose that grew from concrete. I am the intelligent rebel. That's me. I'm a comedic activist kind of person. I do that. And I actually do a lot of stuff. It's kind of like what this young man said. We can't really get into all of that, but I do a lot of stuff.
Okay, now tell people how they can get in contact with you.
I'm on the internet at Marco Funny 82 on like Instagram, and DeMarco L Monroe on Facebook, Twitter, Marco Funny 81.
Okay. Thank you so much for that. Again, thank you, gentlemen, for joining us on tonight.
No problem.
Tonight, we're talking about being single during the holidays. First, what's your relationship status? We'll start with you, E. I know.
Let's start with the fellas since they're our guests, and we'll work our way down. Deliciousness on the end. Go ahead.
We want to
What's your
start
status?
with you because we want to be all in your business.
No, we not
with your packages.
You're gonna get me in trouble.
Because we're supposed to be waiting.
I'm waiting.
Go ahead, DeMarco. What's your relationship status? We'll get into that.
Relationship status.
I know, really.
What is this
You know.
terminology? Relationship
I know, really.
Is you
Like,
in?
show your
Is you ain't? Somebody's baby.
Show your relationship card.
I'm seeing somebody right now, but I keep it simple.
Oh, I hope she's not listening.
She can be. I don't care. She can listen. I ain't saying nothing wrong. I'm seeing somebody right now. That's it. What you talking about?
That's my boo. My boo. I like her a lot. That's my boo.
I do. Glenn,
Cool.
You right there.
that is the kiss of death.
She all right.
My bed gonna be warm tonight.
She all right.
That is the kiss of death.
Hey, let me tell you something. What me and that woman got going on is for us. Everybody else is just outside looking in. So whatever I say on this radio show, we could all laugh and kick it, but she know what it is and I know what it is. So
Well, you know what, Sugar? You are a much better woman than I am because let my dude or whatever, you say it is what we is and we.
That's that man answer though. That's that man
really.
answer.
It's just we know what it is. Everybody else is spectators.
Okay.
That's the devil.
That's the devil.
She didn't get biblical.
So y'all want us to get on y'all
Muhammad got biblical real quick.
like, I'm in love and that's my boo and we're so wonderful and nah, it is.
No, I'm in a relationship.
Flowers.
I'm in a relationship.
What's the-
That would suffice. But if that's not, again, you guys are where you are.
Right.
So as long as she can, because I'd have been a bust your car windows out. I'm just not even gonna lie, you know.
That's why you-
See,
That's why you.
that's I know. Go ahead, I understand. They not already told me. so it's
Jasmine
not-
Sullivan has a lot of women doing
I did
time
that.
because of that.
I did that.
There's a lot of women in
I
jail
got away with it.
Yeah,
though.
on
that's true.
probation.
That's
because
true,
of that
man.
song.
Well, it was by accident. Well,
That was just
I was upset. And so since he
She
had
said
threatened
that.
to take my car from me, I was like, bet. So I snuck up to the house
I wish
and I took a boulder, right?
That
And I
was
picked it up and I
that-
threw it at her car, I thought, which was her car, I thought. Turned out her car was in the garage.
Shouldn't be going to nobody about
Well, I was
So you
upset.
broke the windows on purpose. It was just
I
the
just
wrong
smashed
car.
the whole, you know, the front
He
window.
was upset.
The whole boulder was like, and then I ran off through the alley because I figured, okay, do it at
And
nighttime.
you ran through the house.
Yeah, because if you run down the street, somebody gonna catch you. So I parked 2 blocks over and ran through the alley.
What is going on?
It's good to go. And then I realized, oh my God, you know, you gotta come back to the scene of the crime. And then 2 days later, I was like, oh, That's
She
not
returned. That's
her
not the
car.
car I busted up.
oh my goodness, this is a Hispanic girl down the street car. I said, oh, sorry, Maria.
See?
Maria.
Now, Glenn, what's your status? What's your relationship status?
Come on with it.
As of 7:30, I'm single.
Hey, see, seventh time is it?
Well, you still got an hour to be in a
You
relationship.
breaking up with the girl already?
No.
Yeah.
I'm just saying I'm single.
So, is it hard being single during the holidays? What do you think, Glenn?
I don't think so. I think being single is part of a state of mind, and I think people let the pressure of the holidays get to them. Just like Valentine's Day. I mean, that's why I was talking about doing an anti-Valentine's Day thing, because it's like so many people put pressure on being a couple and being cuffed up during the holidays and you know, having somebody, you know, with you. But you know, if they're only with you just because it's a holiday, if they break up with you on the 26th, it still really wasn't that real to start with. So you're worried about being with somebody on Christmas. If it's not real, it's not real. It doesn't matter what time of year it is. Yeah.
True. What about you, DeMarco? Do you think it's hard being single during the holidays?
Well, it's just kind of like what he said. Being single and being lonely is a state of mind. And he said, people, I'm just going to go ahead and say it. Women put a lot of pressure on themselves.
The hell?
A lot of stuff like this. A lot of men try to keep things. A lot of men try to keep things simple. I believe. I could be wrong. Please jump in and correct me if I am wrong. Women put a lot of pressure on themselves to have a man or have a boo or have a companion, have a partner to do this, to do that, to do this. I just feel like you got to love yourself first. And if you can't love yourself, if you can't be in a room by yourself and love yourself, then you ain't got no love to give to nobody else. Love yourself first, then bring other people into the equation. It's just like what this young man just said. It's too many people putting all this pressure on themselves to do nothing. It's not that serious to me. In the holidays, out the holidays, if you want to be with somebody, be with them. If you don't want to be with somebody, don't be with somebody. There is no pressure.
Okay. What about you, E? Do you think it's hard being single during the holidays?
Not for me. I mean, honestly, right now, I just don't want to even be touched and bothered. Yeah, I'm really enjoying.
Touched and bothered.
No, because when you're pregnant, you just don't touch me. And you got guys that want to hug up all on you, and don't do that. I got pillows for that. You know, I don't do that. Okay. So for me, it's not hard being single through the holidays. You know, you see, the thing is, you know, women and men, they watch the television, they watch these movies and stuff, and they start seeing that, man, I would really like to be with somebody. No, you don't. The movie tricked you. This is fictional. You don't want to be with someone. You want to be right where you're at, snugged up with your pillows, and you okay. Because once you get with someone, and especially if it's because you're single or you're lonely, then it's not real. You know, you're only trying to bring you a pacifier. That's all it is a pacifier to deal with your lonely situation. So you have to be used to being by yourself.
Okay, so
what about you?
Well, I do think that it's hard being single for some people during the holidays. That's if they have not accepted the fact that they're single and they want to be in a relationship. So for people that want to be in a relationship, it's hard to watch couples fa la 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 la. It's hard for all of that. It's all this. You look, they booed up on State Street drinking hot coffee. It's hard for people that want to be in relationships. But now, if you're single because you want to be single because you don't know how to act in a relationship, then it's not a problem, because you know that if you chose to just be the S word, and listen and get along with others, then you could be in a relationship. But as I say, for those that desire to be in a relationship and they're not, this could be very rough, in my opinion, for them. And I just wanted to give the bright side, though. There is light at the end of the tunnel, you all, for being single during the holidays. Here are a few. You get to flirt and mingle with as many singles as you want to. There's no limit. You can flirt, have fun, send cute emojis and all this other stuff, and nobody can stop you. You know why? Because you're single. You don't have to get Christmas gifts and worry about, she may want this expensive bracelet from Pandora, but I can't afford it. Or
become Muslim. I don't celebrate holidays. We're good to go.
Witness or something, at least till February.
I know that's right. After February.
You know what? Whatever works to keep you from having to buy that expensive gift. And also do something that you've always wanted to do. Do something for yourself. Think about the money that you're saving by not having to buy a gift for a significant other. Go take a trip. I mean, jump off a bridge. I mean, take the class to jump off a bridge, bungee jump or something like that. But do something that you've never done before. Treat yourself. Take this time to treat yourself. Don't worry about what other people think about you being single. Own it. Like, you don't have to walk around with your head down or, fearing people are going to, judge you. And stop going places where stop going places where everybody's booed up. They're going to be at the movies hugged all up and this.
I don't go.
You may want, but if they can't accept the fact and they're having a hard time dealing with being single, you may not want to be in those type of environments.
And that's exactly what it is what you just said. People can't accept their time. They can't accept what's going on in their life at that moment. And then what that does is that puts pressure on them, and then they wind up getting themselves into something that they really don't want to be in. I need that organic energy. I want this woman to be into me just like I'm into her, and it's not even work. It's not being forced. It's not being any of that. We're just vibing off of each other, and we're having a good time. The minute you start putting pressure on yourself to do this and do that, you're gonna force something. And when you force something, it always fails every time.
Now, do you feel that it's pressure because some people just really want to be in a relationship? I mean, especially at this point in some people's life, they don't have kids. They're not, they're single. It's hard.
But I don't think a lot of people know how to be alone and how to enjoy their being single. And you really have to learn to live with yourself, because you're going to be terrible in a relationship.
Right.
I've got several good female friends who were just agonizing over being single. But I'm like, look, if you were a woman, would you date yourself? Think about how you are.
I would. Oh my goodness.
But that's a good question to ask yourself too. Would you date you? Think about it. What do you bring to the table for yourself? If you were looking for somebody.
And we actually asked that last week. Would you marry you?
Yes, I would marry
myself.
You wouldn't marry yourself?
Hell.
Why not?
I think twice at least about it.
Marry me. I would marry me.
I'm impatient. I'm stubborn.
I'm stubborn.
I'm stubborn, but I can, I would marry me, because I thought about,
I'm a neat freak.
I wish I could clone myself so I could have a real best friend, and I could always talk to myself about other things, and then I could talk back, But if you do that now, you just look crazy. So I don't do that.
But I mean, you got to think about all the other things you can enjoy during this time. If you've got good friends, good friendship, family, those are the things. Wine is always good. I'm all for that. All for enjoying a really good bottle of red wine.
No alcohol for me. No alcohol.
Make your hair grow.
Now, I wanted to mention there's a difference, and you all stated it earlier. There's a difference between being single for the holidays versus being lonely. Now, single is being unmarried or not involved in a stable sexual relationship. Now, I always have a problem with this.
Who said that?
This is according to, right. You see, and they'll get you wrong.
Well, it must be true then if it's on the internet. had to be true.
Because you don't have to be. It doesn't have to be a sexual relationship.
I don't know who wrote that.
You're just not with anybody. So I like to say that, but I do like to just give people the options on what, according to the online sources, are saying.
Mm-hmm.
So, and then lonely. Now, I like this one. Get this one. Lonely is a powerful feeling of emptiness and isolation, feeling disconnected and alienated from other people. Now, I think that one was right on. Mm-hmm. So when you think about being single, that's one thing. But being lonely, that's a whole different ball game.
Yeah, it's a mind state.
So single, hey, team single. But if you team lonely, we want to help you out of that one and help you come on over to the side of just being single, because you should not be feeling empty or isolated. That means that there are probably some internal issues that you want to deal with for yourself, because if you're feeling lonely and isolated, you're gonna feel that way when you're in a relationship.
Mm-hmm. I can dig it.
Right.
I got a pill for that if they need to come see me.
I'm with it.
A lot of people, though, they start to suffer from depression and feel lonely around the holidays. According to an online source, depression may occur at any time of the year, but the stress and anxiety during the months of November and December may cause even those who are usually content with being single a lack of unfulfillment. Some people may also become keenly aware of the loved ones that they've lost. Now it's Christmas. Oh, this is going to be my first Christmas without this person or without that person. So I think that that's another thing that definitely contributes to people being lonely. What would you guys suggest a person do if they are feeling lonely? DeMarco, what would you suggest for a person that's feeling that way?
I just feel like basic human interaction can, alleviate some of that loneliness. Just go out and have a good time with somebody. Go with your sisters, your brothers, your family members. Go out with some old friends. Call somebody. Go hang out. Go to a little party, a little function or something. It's not hard, really. I mean, just get out and have some basic human interaction, and you may feel better.
What about you, Glenn? What do you think?
I think, we're all gonna, at some point in our lives, are gonna experience that loss. It's been that, have that moment without somebody. I think you've got to really focus on the positive, focus on family and friends, focus on the good in your life, focus on the times that you had with that person you lost, if it's a loved one or something like that. I think you've got to really, you can't co-sign on your misery, because that just makes it even worse.
They can also read a good book from one of the books that have been published from your company. So again, tell them how they can get in contact with you and pick up a good book. I mean, it's cold, baby. It's cold.
Yes, there's about 50 good books at www.220books.com.
Okay,
so
absolutely.
Wonderful authors, and actually some books that really talk to that. There's a book that someone wrote on losing their mom. She wrote a book, and it's 12 chapters, which covers the year, for one chapter for each month, and how she dealt with the loss.
Oh, that's awesome. Yeah. So you may want to pick that up. Again, tell them how they can get in contact with you and pick up some of those books.
The website is 220books.com, and you can get in contact with me, Glenn, at 220communications.com, and Twitter, Glenn220.
Okay, and E, what about you? What do you think are some things that a person can do to prevent from feeling lonely?
You want my opinion? Listen, get your good toy.
Who the heck? Who is this? Hop over.
Oh, they do look like
right.
Use your toy, girls, you get a little lonely. Even they got toys for guys now too.
No, they don't.
Yes, they do. You can use a grapefruit, and you can use a grapefruit. They do have a toy for you. They have a sleeve.
That's a fruit. That's a food.
They have a sleeve. I've seen it. They have a rubber sleeve
no grown
that you
man
put up on there, and you work it on how you need to work it.
No, it's not gonna happen.
Listen,
it's not going down.
It's gonna put you to sleep for a little while, so you be good to go after you reach where you need to reach at. You go to sleep for a little bit. You just sleep the holiday through, and then you wake up and you get, you hungry. Go get you something to eat. Come back and get your toy again. It's okay.
It's okay. Is there certain things that women can do that men can't and shouldn't do.
They got I've seen them.
I don't want to see. I don't know.
No, we don't even want to know about
You
it.
sure?
Okay,
Hold on, fam. I got to put my toys up real fast. I'm gonna come down and kick it with y'all in a minute. No, what are you doing, sir?
I was a little busy. The game doesn't start.
Man, I was upstairs. I had to do something real quick. Like, what are you doing, sir?
But for real,
women can do things that men can't and shouldn't do, and that's one of those things.
Y'all can talk about it.
No.
I wish one of my boys would come to me. You know, I got that new sex toy upstairs. It's been working out real good for me. Like, women can talk about pleasuring themselves and all that stuff with their, many items or devices, or whatever. I better not ever hear one of my boys.
Now you're gonna make your friend afraid to bring out his
3000
toys.
upstairs.
He's gonna be afraid now to talk to you about, his toy that he got for Christmas.
Great, don't talk to me about it. I'm glad you're afraid, sir.
We'll get him some help.
But on the,
read one of your books.
But you could also, go out to the movies, because I've done it even when I was single and stuff, and not seeing anybody. I've gone to the movies by myself. It didn't bother me to see couples. It kind of inspired me. I like seeing couples all hugged up and everything. It never made me feel, man, I wish I had somebody. I was happy that, this person had somebody. I know how it feels to have somebody. I know how it feels not to have somebody throughout the holidays. Yeah, so if you get depressed or whatever, watch you something good on TV. Watch you something that, if you can't handle looking at couples that are in love and all the other stuff, then watch you something funny. They got too many comedy shows here now in Chicago, especially if you live out here in the Midwest, whatever. Go to a comedy show with your girlfriends or your male friends. I don't want to call them the boyfriends, right? Y'all don't call each other boyfriends.
Yeah, support Black comedy. Yeah, we need that support.
Absolutely. And DeMarco, tell them how they can get in contact with you and see some of that good comedy.
Well, we do comedy everywhere. In the Northwest, we go down south, we do it all over. But I'm at Marco Funny 82 on Instagram, Marco Funny 81 on Twitter, and DeMarco L. Monroe on Facebook. And please support this comedy, because everybody is running to them when we can just all support us sometime. You know what I'm saying? So, I've been promoting for 10 years. I've thrown shows. Every show I've done has sold out. Every show that I promoted has sold out. I've been performing for 10 years and promoting for 10 years. So, it's like you need that support from the community. And every show that I produced myself was right here in the Chicago area. And, we did good numbers every show. Every show was bigger than the previous one. So,
that's what's up.
We did real good numbers, and everybody had a good time, and we flew in comedians from out of town, and I was spending so much money, and I was like, I got to make some of this money back. Please, Jesus, let me make a profit. So,
Well, we'll make sure that we have both of you gentlemen's information on our fan page, the Facebook fan page, the Jaye Spot, also on Twitter at Jaye Spot, and also on Instagram at the Jaye Spot Radio, and Jay is spelled Jaye for all three. Now, according to an online source, here are some things you can do to prevent feeling lonely during the holidays. Begin a new tradition. Don't give in to holiday pressures. Now, those are some online sources. Here are some of my personal tips on how to combat feeling lonely during the holiday season. First of all, stop listening to all of that sappy, what do the lonely do for Christmas type music. That type of music is designed to make you feel lonely and keep you in that state of mind. It's designed to, I love that song. But for a person that's dealing with being lonely,
make you be a stalker. That's
probably not the song to listen to. Or All I Want for Christmas. Again, I love that song. I can love and I can appreciate that song. But for the person that is recently broke up with their boo, that's probably not the phone. That's probably not the call to, that's not the song to be listening to.
You gotta get your pacifier. If you recently broke up with your boo and it's Christmas, get you a pacifier. That side dude or that side chick is a pacifier. They're temporary, and they know, listen, you're gonna go to my family's house. Don't get excited. Dude, I need you to go to my family's house with me. Don't get excited, I'm gonna introduce you. I'm that type of person. I'm that ignorant. And we're gonna have some fun, and that's gonna be that. And then, but don't ask for next Christmas. This is just a one-time deal. My mama can cook real good, get you feed, just hey, have a good time. And then we're gonna call it a day. And then afterwards, we feel like we need to exercise a little bit. We can exercise a little bit. Just saying.
Mhm.
Exercise is
Yeah,
good for
you
the soul.
can bite somebody.
I'm gonna bite the hell out of somebody.
I
After I
believe
drop
it.
this load, trust and believe, I'm biting. I'm like, she waiting. I'm biting. I'm waiting to bite.
We were supposed to wait together, but it seems like I'm out here by myself, just paddling out
Gilligan,
there.
you on the island alone, Gilligan.
Right, I'm out there just hanging by myself. So if anybody wants to join me, just inbox me saying, Jay, I'm gonna wait. Jay, I'm gonna wait. We already talked about this wait, so y'all should already know what we're waiting to engage in doing the Humpty dance. Okay, we're supposed to be waiting. So
unless you're
if
talking about
anybody-
the actual
wait. Who's
dance,
supposed to be
I don't
waiting?
think
What y'all
many
talking
people are
about?
gonna jump.
we're waiting
Waiting to do what?
to have sex.
Who waiting to have sex?
Well, me and E were supposed to be.
I am, because I ain't got no choice but to. But
Yeah, y'all should wait. Have fun.
Yeah, we were supposed
We
to.
applaud that.
So can I get somebody else to
That's
log
only
in?
'cause
You
I'm
know, for the
pregnant,
single
these ain't
people or
mine.
the borderline lonely
That's
people, if
fine.
anybody would like to join me on the wait, just inbox me, Jay. I'm gonna wait with you. You're not gonna be out here alone.
I've got the feeling your inbox might be a little.
There's plenty of
Yeah,
women
probably
waiting
will.
with you.
You know,
they had
It's just a
plenty.
a man waited with her.
yeah, for like
He was
5
waiting- he was
minutes,
waiting
and
on
he
you.
got
That's what he
married.
He got married like the next day.
He was waiting for you.
Yeah.
That's good labor.
Yeah.
I'm
He
gonna
got
wait
married
with
like the next day.
He saw you in the blue dress picture.
Yeah.
I was like,
Oh, that was
wait.
good. Oh, yeah, that was a hot one.
Wait a minute. I thought
You
I
didn't
missed
see the blue dress
something.
from the
Oh, you didn't go to
movie
that
premiere?
the movie premiere.
What? Which one?
The Mark
I used to
Harris's,
love
I used
her
to love her.
series. Yeah.
Well, Mark Harris, I used to love her.
Okay. Yeah.
And
I
we had a
missed
movie premiere on 87th, and she
Oh,
wore
okay.
a black lace dress.
that. I thought y'all was about to say.
I mean, blue. I had black. She had blue
Yeah.
lace
One of them
dress.
Jay Davis premieres. I'm like,
No,
oh,
we
I
was
at two
there.
of those.
We was
Okay.
there at Jay Davis premiere. It's crazy.
So that's what happened. He saw her and he was like, okay, I'm gonna wait.
You know what, Mr. Whipper, you owe us so much
Now-
money. It's sickening.
Another one of my personal tips is try to avoid spending so much time alone. Get out more. Spend time with friends and family that will help lift your spirits. Now, if you have
Good
a circle
idea.
full of party poopers, you may want to make you some new friends.
Them Debbie Downers, you got to drop them.
And you got so many people that love to see you down. Misery loves company. So it's all about what you just said. Get you a good circle. Get you some people around you that's going to uplift you and make you go out and have a good time.
Also, you can try visiting nursing homes, hospitals, foster homes. But you know what? But watch this. In Lower Rocket Drive, I promise you, when you go visit those places,
Down in the homeless, that's different.
Well, yeah, that's totally different.
but you go and you visit some of these places, when you come out of there, the last thing you're going to be thinking about is you not having a boo. I promise you, you're going to have
you go to
You're gonna be
nursing
thinking about-
homes.
you're gonna be thinking about
You're gonna
them.
be thinking about wanting to have a boo. You go to nursing homes. You see them people all single about the, on
Be mad at yourself, like, why did I come here,
you
Jesus?
be like, man,
So you think
Whose
they're gonna
idea was
project
this?
themselves?
Yeah,
whose idea
I'm
was
working
this?
one. Yeah, you're gonna be
It's
all
terrible.
depressed. Like, oh my God.
If I'm feeling lonely, go to a nursing
I
home.
don't want to go to nursing homes. Go to homeless. Go feed the homeless. Feed the homeless.
No,
Throw
I'm
some
not
bags
going
to
to
the
a
homeless.
nursing home. I'm going to
I
Arnie's if
understand.
I'm lonely. I'm not
In
going to nursing
theory, in theory, I do understand what you're saying. In theory, because
Go
it's gonna
to
make
the
you feel
nursing
better. It's
home.
gonna
In theory.
uplift. In theory, it should uplift.
You know, theory is a
When
little
you feel like
shaky.
you're-
It's gonna make that nursing home person feel happy that you
Nursing
came to
home guy
visit
gonna
them.
be happy to see you. Like, oh, look at this young man came to see us. Oh, good
Exactly.
job.
Who are you? And then he won't remember you 5 minutes later anyway.
Jamila, you go see some old guys.
you know what? Let me tell you. I actually 2 years ago now, 2 winters ago, I went to Lower Wacker Drive.
Okay.
My sisters and I, and we went and we passed out hats and
Great.
scarves and gloves and things like
Mhm.
that. And when I made it back up to the surface, all of my problems, I'm just like, okay, I don't have anything to complain about because I have a home to go to. I have food to eat. I have all of this stuff that these people did not have.
Right.
So all the things that I was thinking about, I forgot. Like it made me
made
put
you appreciate
things in perspective. It made me be more appreciative for the things that I do have, opposed to, okay, I'm not in a little funky little relationship. Yeah, I said it, little
But you
funky
wouldn't go
little
to the nursing home, though,
relationship.
did you?
That's good.
You know what? No, I didn't, but I'm gonna go.
Yeah, okay.
I'm gonna go. I've been to the nurse. Now I'm not gonna lie. Nursing homes creep me out.
Why?
Because
Now
like
you
some
see,
of the
but you
people,
gonna tell us to go. You gonna tell us to go, but they
but
creep you
some
out
of the
though.
people are creepy though. Like they'll
That's
because
what I'm saying.
listen, I was a judge in the election some years ago, and so they used to have the elections in the nursing homes. And so like there was just this man, he just would sit and just look.
He was making Christmas happy.
It looked like he was just like, I'm just gonna get you in your sleep. Like, and it would totally freak me out. Like, I mean, year after year, it's like, do they ever move this man? Like, do you have to sit him
like
right here?
Because you make him happy. Like you
no,
said.
But he was freaking me. No, let me go choose who I want to visit. Can I visit Medea?
You was a therapeutic woman. You was a young woman. Like the therapeutic animals. You was a therapeutic woman.
No, I mean, I don't know. He just rolled. He just took the wheelchair, had his little leg out, and was just rolling on through. I'm like, can you?
Couldn't sit on Santa's lap.
He was cruising.
If he was like playing Santa Claus and he was like, I just forgot my suit, you wouldn't want to sit on his lap. It would make him happy for Christmas.
No, I'm sorry.
What did it always do for Christmas?
I'm
make
sorry.
old men happy.
This was election time, so we were nowhere near being Christmas and making them happy. But it just freaks me out. So
you're saying you weren't uplifted after that visit?
He was uplifted.
No, but and I tell you, I was single, but I wasn't thinking about being single after leaving from up out of there. I was just like, okay, I'm thinking of how can we prevent this from happening the next time? Because if you don't prevent it, I won't be coming back here.
But honestly, don't you think if somebody's mad about seeing other people together, that's an internal problem?
No, I don't. No, I don't.
That's a personal problem.
Because I shouldn't be mad at somebody.
You just hate on the world at
somebody else's happiness.
You mad at
somebody
everybody else's
up,
goodness.
They're ice skating together. They're walking down Michigan Avenue. They're at the movies together. You should be. Oh, that's cute.
I ain't trying to go outside today. Everybody out there having
I hate them.
And stuff.
They're together. I hate them. You got a problem.
And all you little bitter people, y'all could all have a bitter people's club together, and all you little bitter people get together throughout.
They get on my last nerve.
You know what? Because I'm so glad you all said that, because that actually brings me to my final point. Finally, just hate on everybody that's booed up. Let them know that you're hating.
I hate you.
I will. Listen, here's the thing. Admit to that you're hating, because I do it. I'm gonna let you know I will hate. I will be like, look at them, they looking all cute together. I hate you. You make me sick. Yes, admit it. No. Listen, they are so cute. I am just too mad. They are too cute together. You make me.
And it's funny because let me tell you something. I'm glad you said that. I dated a young lady. I dated a young lady like that. She hated to see. First of all, she hated women. That was number one. That was an issue for me. I was like, well, wait a minute. Every time we went somewhere, everything got on her nerves. Mm-hmm. I don't like that kind of energy. So I gave her the two fingers. But my point is exactly what you said. Is people like that. They genuinely hate to see other people having a good time. And to me, like what he just said, that is a personal problem. You should go home and have a conversation with a mirror and figure out what it is about yourself that has you hating everything outside of your house.
And when you determine that, you embrace it. Hey, I'm a hater. I'm a hater. And that's just it. I'm a hater. Yes, I reside on Petty Island. It doesn't matter. It's a few of y'all coming with me. So this just may be my area on the Petty Island, but trust me, it's a few more people coming with me. So, but here's the thing. Don't try to fight it. Don't try to fight how you feel and just try to make it seem like everybody is just so happy for everybody. Because if that was the case, then we wouldn't have all this crazy stuff going on social media if everybody was just so really happy for everyone.
Okay, see, this is the thing. You don't have to be happy for everyone, but you also don't have to be mean or nasty about every situation or to everyone. You could just have no feeling at all. You understand? Because a lot of times, and this happens more often than not, we let our emotions overpower our intelligence. Mm-hmm. I pride myself on not doing that. And if I find myself about to do it, I check myself real fast. See, we good at checking other folks, but we horrible at checking ourselves. Mm-hmm. And I pride myself on checking myself before I say anything reckless out of my mouth about anybody around me or out there in the world, period.
Mm-hmm. And social media is giving way to being able to be as reckless as you want.
Right.
Because just read your news feed every now and then, and you'll be looking like, what in the world is this person?
People say things on social media they would never say in person.
Stuff that they would never say in person.
I call them internet thugs.
Yeah. You're really tough. You can say everything. You got a million opinions.
Armchair revolutionaries.
Yep. Yeah.
They're going to sit down and say a whole lot.
Change the world through Facebook posts.
Do some action. They're not going to move.
Yeah.
Now, just because you choose to hate, let me just reiterate, just because you choose to hate, you don't have to put it out there on social media. but just accept it within yourself. You know they look cute. Acknowledge that. You know they look cute together.
They look cute.
Right, you know that. See, here's the thing: there's levels to this. You have to accept it,
I like that.
and then still hate. Like, oh man, they look so cute together. They done been together for a long time. They just make me so
it's cold in
sick.
Chicago. Just while they walking past your window, still get you some water balloons, just bomb them real quick, and then you done. And they close the window. They don't know which apartment that came out of.
You get so many. I hear women say this all the time. Oh man, look at that girl over there. She thinks she cute. And that's when I say some real stuff like she is cute. Because if she wasn't, your bald head ass wouldn't have said it. If she wasn't cute, you wouldn't have said nothing. So shut up. Leave
But
people alone.
I wouldn't take it to that extent, because now you just singling out that woman, and so now I'm like, okay,
I've seen people do that.
It's like alcohol. It's like alcohol makes you tell the truth.
Baby,
Hate makes you tell the truth too.
Right.
Hate makes you tell the truth in a way that you don't want to tell it.
Oh, okay. Well, yeah, no, I know me personally, I'll look, I'm like, oh, they are so, this little 70-year-old couple, they are so cute.
What about a 40-year-old couple?
Together. You know, I'll say the same thing. If they're cute and they make me sick, I'm like,
She's embracing her hate. She's
you know,
embracing her hate.
they still together, but it's not. I'm not gonna take it to the point where
If they're 70, it's cute. If they 40,
but they still make me sick though.
Okay.
The 70-year-old, they still make me sick too, because they've been through some things.
Okay.
They've been through some life challenges, and guess what? They still
Still
holding in there.
Mhm.
Make me sick for that.
Well, if you're single, even if you're in a couple and it's around the holidays, especially around Mardi Gras next year,
yes,
then you can come down to the single mingle masquerade, not
That
masquerade,
sound like it sounds dangerous.
pajama party. It's not negative. It's a
dangerous.
pajama party.
As soon as you go down there,
dangerous.
you know,
Now it's gonna be February, so now if it's cold
Still gonna
outside
be
and you
cold.
decide to underdress and your nipples
Mm-mm.
fall off
Ain't about-
and roll around on our
I
floor,
ain't talking
we
about
have
the
nothing to do
weather.
about all of
I
that.
ain't talking about the weather. It's gonna be a lot of other stuff.
But come to our pajama party February the 18th down at the Bronzeville Community Clubhouse. It's going to be from 8 to 1 p.m. It's going to be Mardi Gras. It's going to be beads, games,
Oh, that's gonna be
okay.
alcohol, food.
It's on the
yes.
low end too. Oh
Beads.
no,
Yes.
we're not going down.
You know, you gonna come.
Beads.
Y'all gonna come.
It's on the low end in Brownsville. Oh, no.
3847 South
Tell them
Giles.
what's going on. You get
It's
beads
gonna have
involved.
we're gonna have a ball. We're gonna have a great time. You know, drunken twister and all the other good stuff.
Drunk,
Yes.
see?
No.
Musical chairs.
Yeah,
do it.
musical
No.
chairs. Yes, it's going down.
Sound like
you
a
know
setup.
somebody's gonna slip and you
Well,
at the bottom of the twister.
Like they say, don't bring sand to the beach,
Right?
right?
Don't get pregnant. It sounds like a
Well,
setup.
you better
Yeah.
use some condoms.
Oh,
after
well,
you
you
leave.
know, I can't be responsible for anybody getting knocked up.
You
So
better have some
I
release
just,
forms.
You show up in the snowsuit.
you know,
You can
but
show
you
up
guys
in
missed it
Yeah.
because we had the
we had our
singles
masquerade affair and we had a
Get
ball.
get my clothes off me.
What?
I'm showing up in
Come
the
as,
snowsuit.
and that's how they say in the church, come as you
I
are.
don't trust them.
But again, if you are single,
Especially her. Look at her face.
try not to
See what I'm saying?
She has to look at it.
try not to dwell on being single if it's not what you desire. Again, try to avoid, if you can't deal with people being in a relationship and you can't deal with all the happy fa la la, try not to put yourself in those positions where you have to witness that, because again, just be real, a lot of people are not strong enough. Just because I can sit here and say, oh, I got a whole different set of issues that I know a doctor is waiting for me to come sit on his couch so he can diagnose and dissect me mentally. I know this. But until you get to that place where you're avoiding those appointments, talk to some people that, will be on your side. Talk to some people that are going to help you to see things in a different light, help you do something more positive. I mean, man, get some firecrackers. I mean, barbecue, grill, do something different during this time if it's going to be too much for you to handle. What are some things that you think could be different that you would say for a person that we would not ordinarily think to do around Christmas or New Year's? What are some things that you guys could suggest for people to do?
You mean like lonely people?
Single people.
Single people. Travel.
Go to Vegas.
I went to
Nice
Vegas
and
by
warm.
myself. I went
Me
to
too.
Miami by myself. Had a ball. Made friends when I got there.
Yeah.
Made friends in the airports. Met some of my friends out there. But
Take a cruise.
yeah, just do
New
something.
Year's.
You got to be like we said earlier, and he made a good point. It's a mind state.
Mhm.
I can do so much by myself. I love myself. and I have no problem bringing another person into the picture. But if that other person isn't available, I can go do all kinds of stuff and continue to live my life. I'm not consumed with being by myself and it hurting me. And I'm like, I still live a productive and conducive life by myself. Anybody else is just extra.
Now let's help those that are not in that place. How do we help those that are? Because we have to be honest. A lot of people are not in that place.
You're right.
So those are the people that I want to help. The people that are not okay with traveling to Vegas by themselves or going to Miami or doing anything by themselves. These are the people that are having the issues.
Okay.
These are the people that struggle with this time of year. So that may not apply to you and I, but there's somebody out here that's struggling with that. And I definitely want to kind of just mention what can we do to, what kind of things we can tell them to do that can help them out. I mean, you guys done shot down, going to the nursing home. And
well, I mean, it's just like what I said earlier. And please interject, any of you, please just jump in. Go out and meet people and do simple things. Start small. You ain't got to take a trip to Vegas or Miami, but you can start in your neighborhood, in your,
Go streaking.
Okay. You can do that too.
I mean, something different. Go to an area that you don't live in, that nobody knows you.
Go to a play or something.
Just streak.
But what if it falls off?
A windshield.
What if it falls off while there's, because maybe it's cold outside.
Have them implants. It's gonna freeze up with them implants and stuff. They gonna freeze up. Go streaking.
Yeah, y'all gonna need a disclaimer.
I better not catch no grown man.
Somebody can nowhere.
Get your lonely. You was watching the Jaye Spot. They told your lonely stuff to go streaking.
Right, he got his jingle bells just la 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 la.
I'm gonna let a dog loose on him. I bet not catch him.
But you all, again, I hope that we said something that will help you to just look at where you are at in a different light. Don't be depressed. Don't be sad. Just be happy wherever you are, because you know what? It could be worse. You could be attached to somebody that you wish that you were away from. So look at it like that. Focus on what you have, not what you don't have. So I want to thank you all. Thank you, DeMarco, for joining us. Thank you, Lynn Murray, for joining us. We thank you all for listening to another episode of the Jaye Spot on IntellectualRadio.com and iHeartStation.